Hello everyone, I'm Santiago and today I'm going to be testing Tekken 8 on the Steam Deck. So this game has a demo available if you want to check it out. It's an Unreal Engine 5 game, but it doesn't have nanite or lumen, so no ray tracing, which is always good for targeting 60 FPS in a fighting game. So settings, I basically used 800p with 50% resolution scale, which would be performance FSR. We're using TSR. What really did surprise me about this game is the amount of options for upscaling: TAAU, TSR, FSR1, FSR2, also NIS. We're only missing XeSS from Intel, but so far the one that looked the best in my opinion was TSR, so 50% resolution scale, high anti-aliasing, medium shadows, textures on medium, effects on medium, post-processing medium, background quality on low. And this is because, well, I want to maintain the visual fidelity of the game. If you drop too low, the game looks significantly worse. Being a current gen game, I think I'd rather sacrifice some resolution because otherwise it would be like 65% resolution, which isn't that far in a smaller screen. So I'm trying to balance visuals and performance. Then on screen settings, you have effect saturation settings, which I don't know what it means. I think it's the amount of effects, but I didn't notice much of a difference. So I keep it on medium. Also on the graphics, we got variable rate shading. Haven't noticed much of a difference with this, but I'll keep it on just in case. Alright guys, I don't know how to reset the story. It starts a little bit before this. But as you'll see, the performance will drop when there is a lot of effects. This plays in particular with what's going on in the background that happens in the story mode. I'm going to show you more places, but the idea here is to stay between 50 and 60. I'm usually not targeting 40 in a game like this because you guys want to play fighting games at 60. The thing is to have 60s all the time, even when those effects show up. It's basically the lowest settings and the resolution like at 40%. Which, I don't know, I don't think it's worth it. This is a great balance of visuals and performance, in my opinion. And I'll show you more stages as well. But despite being 50% resolution, it looks pretty good. TSR really does a great job with motion clarity and all that. So yeah, when I saw drops is in this level, when doing anything that has to do with explosions in the background. And as you can see, it's going very hard right now there. That's not real time. This is again real time here. And here we go. And here I'm not doing anything. So again, I don't think it's a big issue. But I'm surprised that it can reach 6 FPS as often as it does. And again, the game doesn't slow down. It's one of those that doesn't slow the animations down when you drop below 60, so 50 to 60 I think is good enough. And the smaller screen, as I was saying that I interrupted myself, 50% resolution looks amazing in this game, with TSR on the 7-inch screen. So yeah, it's not a surprise that I'm doing this in an effect-heavy area. It's kind of a stress test, to say it in some way. So what I'm trying to communicate is that the whole game won't be like that. At least it shouldn't. This is so badass. OG. And if you don't like this, you can lock it at 50 or 40 when in handheld. Time to go into handheld. So one sec. Welcome back. Now we are in handheld. And let's do... It was the same settings now. So let's do the same level. Very demanding. And then we do the other stages. It's easy because we gotta just skip the cutscene. We're in. Come on. Okay. It loads up pretty quickly. Although I tried it on PlayStation 5 and it's like snap and you're in. There we go. Fight! And as you can see again, with the explosions and all that, plus the effects, is where it drops. And if you want slightly better frame rates, maybe lower effects to low, you lose some of the specularity of the... I think the subsurface scattering is completely gone with effects on low, so the characters look like they're dolls in some parts. The skin looks weird when that happens. So yeah. And again, it drops mostly when we are in those scenes or when the effects show up at the beginning. And the smaller screen, as I was saying, with 50% resolution, looks pretty good. You're probably not going to notice that. Maybe some trails left behind by some effects, but it still looks great. Oof. Alright, let me show you another stage. So in this demo we got 3 stages, the one that we played just now that has less explosions when you're doing this outside of story mode. This forest and this other place. Let's go here.
Get ready for the next battle.
Get ready for the next battle.
Round 1.
Let's find out. Yeah, definitely more stable than the other level. Yeah, it's so much better. On the stability side of things, I mean. KO! Paul Phoenix. The memories of Tekken 3 on PlayStation 1. At least for me, it was like that. Okay, normal feels a little bit too easy. Normal difficulty, I mean. But I love that every time they punch, there's a huge explosion. Also, while this is a demo, the full game is probably going to run very similar to this. Maybe a small improvement, but nothing huge. It's still an Unreal Engine 5 game. The visuals, I mean, even on the consoles. Well, on the consoles it looks incredible. It looks like the high setting, at least for me, for what I played. But to have this level of performance on a portable machine on this game blows my mind. It's incredible. Feels very good to play. But I think this is because of the nature of the game not having nanites or what's the name of the other one? Or lumen. So no ray tracing things, which makes sense in a fighting game due to the performance target. So yeah, pretty good. So my conclusion would be, yeah, it's probably going to be verified. We might need a Steam Deck preset just to put it on a mix between medium and low, maybe. But otherwise, pretty damn good. It's just that first level in the story mode. But there is a lot happening in the background, basically. And let's see, this is the level from the first mission in the story mode. But without all the massive explosions. Or at least with less of those, so it should perform better. Nice hair, by the way.
Going somewhere? Round 1.
Yeah, but it's such a visual improvement over the previous game. It's insane. There we go. Instead of dropping into the 50, 49 FPS, we're in the mid-50s. Interesting. So this seems to be the easiest level, at least in the demo. I'm guessing in the full game, once I try it out, there will be something more demanding. So I'm looking forward to it. Damn. But it's nice to see that 50 to 60 in this game feels pretty good. Again, doesn't slow down like other fighting games. When you drop below 50 or 60, it feels very consistent. So yep, I can highly recommend this on Steam Deck. Looks pretty good as long as you lower that resolution to 50% with TSR. Like I said, it's like performance FSR, but it's way sharper. So I can highly recommend that. And I sacrifice resolution for visuals, basically, because otherwise the game looks much worse. And you get slightly better performance. So it's a good balance, in my opinion. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did checking it out. Cannot wait for this game to release the full version. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.